Interesting that. No tornadoes here, and where have I heard that somewhere before? Anyway, if it's a choice between mild, damp, dreary, dismal weather and cold and bright and sunny, I think my money goes on the bright and sunny weather almost any day. And that's the way things are at the moment. We've seen a change taking place. We've seen the high pressure developing over Scandinavia, and that's been pulling the winds in from the continent. Those are dry winds. The skies are fairly clear, but of course, coming in from the continent at this time of year does mean to say that it's quite a bit colder. Now, we had a really sharp frost this morning. Temperatures in many parts of the country dipped down to -5, -6 or so. We're going to keep those frosty conditions with us for the foreseeable future, though there is a little bit of a hint here that perhaps after the middle of the week things could turn somewhat milder, but that's a long way off and a lot can change in between. So we have what's left of the weather front that was moving westwards, bringing that colder weather in from the continent. It's still affecting western parts of the country, continuing to move westwards. It's only a very narrow little ribbon of cloud, as you can see here. The odd spit and spot of rain on it, one or two showers running along the English Channel as well, but otherwise skies are largely clear, not completely clear. There's a little bit of cloud floating around, but most places will be dry with a good deal of sunshine, I think, for the rest of the afternoon. A little bit more patchy cloud in some of these western areas. Might be the odd spot of rain in western Scotland, northern Scotland, the odd light shower too in the Channel, a wintry one there, but 99% of the country, I think, will stay dry, but it is on the cold side. Best temperatures are around about 3 or 4 degrees. A fair stiff breeze, too, across the southeastern corner and along the English Channel, so that, if anything, will make it feel just that little bit colder. Now, skies largely clear during this evening and tonight, away from perhaps the far northwest of Scotland. That means to say that once the sun goes down, those temperatures really will take a tumble. So once again, we're looking at a widespread and hard frost, down as low as about -5 degrees or so in most parts of the country. Around some of these more western areas, especially the coast, there that temperature might just about hold above freezing. As well as the frost, we might get the odd patch of freezing fog too. That lingering into tomorrow, the frost lingering into tomorrow in a number of spots, as a matter of fact, especially out of the sun, but otherwise it'll be another dry day with a fair amount of sunshine virtually everywhere, but a little bit more in the way of cloud, I think, beginning to float across that southeastern corner during the second half of the day. And then on to Sunday, well, we could keep a little bit of cloud around, but most parts of the country, again, starting off frosty. Again, there could be some fog around, and then it's going to be dry, cold, and reasonably sunny. Somewhat milder and cloudier weather coming into the far northwest there, bringing with it 1 or 2 spots of rain. And that, I think, will be around into the beginning of next week. If you're off to the continent, it's basically a fine sunny picture just about everywhere, but do wrap up warm if you're heading to the eastern part of Europe. Temperatures there well below freezing. The Mediterranean becoming less settled. Back now.